Hey everyone, this is your girl Janine, and I did tell you all I had a video coming up today, and it's today, so I'm going to give you and stuff. So, one reason why I'm doing this video again did not feel to beat, so don't mind what I'm looking like. I'm actually on my bed because I had another flare up a few hours ago. So, I'm lying down trying to kind of catch myself. So, for those who know, I was known as Janine Clark Jackson. About a year, more than a year ago, over a year ago, I dropped the Jackson. Lucky for me, when I got married, I never changed any of my legal documents. For many reasons. One, I couldn't take the hassle, and even though people were like, Janine, you're married, you should change your documents or whatnot, I didn't. During the 3.5 years I was married, um, actually not even 3.5 years because I didn't even make 3 years of marriage yet before we got separated. So more like 2.5 years because we got separated June of 2018. So it's about a year and a month. So during the 2.5 years we were married, I started to see a side of me that I did not like. I was always the jolly person that I was. I was always the happy person that I was. And the happiness and the jolliness was here when I got married. And within the year and a half of marriage, it started to gradually decline. And while that was declining, my health was declining as well. When I got married to my husband, when I met my husband, I've known my husband for years. But when we decided to get married, I'm being honest with you guys, I married him with nothing. They say it took a village to raise a child. It took a village to take care of our wedding. We all we ever did was take care of my dress, which honestly, as much as I loved my dress, I didn't love my dress. I bought my dress because it was cheap, it was reasonable, and I bought the dress because of that. We had no idea what the food was going to be. We had no idea, nothing. We didn't know. Everything was like, it was rushed, and I think that was one of the main reasons why, you know, okay, so within that time, I was the only person that was working. He wasn't. And I was basically the breadwinner of our relationship. It was okay. I had no issues with it, but the fact that within 2015 when we got married to 2017, let's say we got married December 19th, 2015. Let's say about May of 2016, he still wasn't working. And within that period of time, we had moved twice. Actually, if I look back at no, we had moved 3 times already. All right. Each of the times we had moved was not even because we wanted to, was because we were evicted 3 times. Again, I kept saying my money was not enough. During that time as well, I was doing a lot of things that possibly could have gotten me in trouble. Yes, we know about all the stuff that was on Facebook, which I basically came off of Facebook for. That again, I apologize when I came out for. I did whatever it took to make sure that I had money to take care of my health, to make sure my daughter had something, even though I hardly was there for her at that period of time, and to make sure that his career was booming, even though mine wasn't. So we come to 2017. By 2017, we had moved about 6 times. Again, I thought I could have fixed an issue. In 2017 is when I had to stop work completely. And I was doing odd jobs, I was doing my makeup and whatnot, just to make sure that we ate. He did work, but it was like dead end jobs. And at the end of the day, they say that husband's supposed to take care of his wife as best as they can. But if you're not consistent in it, you can't make me a jackass. Let's put it that way. You gotta be consistent. You know that I cannot work. You know that I have been ill. You know, all of that. Yes, the money was coming in because of the odd jobs I was doing, my little hustle I was doing. But at the end of the day, you need to be a man and do what you need to do. So now we go to 2018. 2018, I was invited. Well, a friend of mine, ex-friend of mine, had to put it that way, invited me. Well, it was around my birthday, so I returned 31 last year, and it was my birthday, and I always enjoy going to a particular type of parties, right? And my ex-friend she planned the all girls lime, where we went and we lime and she had exotic dancers. I don't say it like that. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it. There were exotic dancers. I was sitting down in my corner, minding my business, being quiet. And where I put my handbag was basically a place where nobody will know it is unless they saw me put it there or they looked for it. Someone put a condom, and I'm saying it like this, and I'm open, but I said straightforward, and I'm going to be open about it. Someone put a condom in my handbag. I had no idea how it got there until I got to where we were staying. We were actually staying with a friend. Got to where we were staying. I told him, you know what, we're hungry. Get some change out of my handbag to go and get something to eat. And it was found. A fight erupted. I'd put it that way. A fight erupted, trying to explain myself. The only thing he didn't do at that time was hit me. He did not hit me. People assumed that he was abusive to me. He never hit me then. Right? He never hit me then. And until April of this year, he still hadn't hit me. We used to scream and shout, and I probably was the one that did the hitting. I probably the one that put him up, and that's the thing. I could get angry, but I've never been the person to get angry to that extent that I would be choking somebody in a corner. That has never been me. That has never been my style. I do not believe in that. But a lot of emotions had built up so badly and had reached the point of me getting to that way. So yeah, I jack him up in a corner and choke him out. That was the last straw for me, and that was 2018. That's when I said, you know what? It's best that I go back to my mom and my dad, do some thinking. You go back to your mother, do some thinking. That was June of last year. At that time, he still wasn't working. Went back to my mom and my dad, and I basically had what I will call a what the moment. I left my family for someone that basically wanted me. Alright, sorry about that. Where did I reach? I don't even know where I reached in the conversation. I just got a phone call, so sorry about that. So yeah, so that was, I got home and I literally did some thinking, and like I said, it wasn't even divine intervention. I started to think, and even though we were separated at that time, I was still kind of fighting for it, seeing if it would have worked, but it just got from bad to worse. And I didn't even know what to do anymore. And I started to do different things. Like, I was saying about myself, at least trying to say about myself. At the end of the day, a lot of people say when you get the negative out, the positivity come in, and that's basically what started to happen. And then I'm in November, I got an opportunity to start selling some cosmetic products. And at that time, I even thought about going back to him and making it work. I didn't know what I was thinking, but then that happened. And then trying to sell the products, I sold the products, and then shit hit the fan again. And I got involved with someone with products, and he signed to collect them to pay the balance. The thing about it is, at the end of the day, it's not his name that does get called. My name was the name that got called. It reached to the point where my father had no choice but to pay off the balance, which he now owes me for. Because at the end of the day, his name was the one that signed for to repay the balance, to pay the balance, not mine. Then that happened. And then within the past couple months, I was starting to see a lot of positivity happen, and I started to do some work with Music TT. And April of this year, he made the biggest mistake that he could ever make. I had a performance, and I tolerated him, and I just called him. I was like, "Hey, what you doing? You're writing song. I have a performance, and I need someone to videotape." I also invited my best friend, who by extension invited a childhood friend of his that was here from New York. Performance done. My friend ended up reaching late. We sat down on the table at location, talking shit, having a couple of drinks, and when she arrived, he gave her this sort of look like, "What do y'all still doing here?" And he watching the guy like, "Oh, so she leave me to go with him. All right." And he gave him that cold shoulder like, at the end of the day, I did not know this man at all, but he making it look as if I knew this dude. And that was also my ride home. All I did was say, "You're not ready to go home. I'm not feeling the vibe anymore." And we got up to leave, and the hysteria, the hysterics, I can't even find the words that this man started to say, this man started to trip off. He just lost it. It's like something in him just snapped. And while we were walking downstairs, he started to cuss behind me. I started to push him away to get him out of my personal space, because I didn't want it to end how it would have possibly. And like I said, he knew how to push that button. We walked downstairs out onto Independence Square. I'm heading to the car. He reached into my space again. I hit him and pushed him away out of my personal space. This man put God out of his thoughts. You all know, for those who know my husband is a 6'1" man, bodybuilder, with the hands the size of, I can't even explain. His hands probably just fit over my face. That's to tell you how big his hands are. And he hit me. That was the mistake that he made. He hit me. I actually had my jaw was swollen. This was the side. My jaw was swollen, and I could not hear properly in this ear. I still cannot hear properly in this ear. Jumped into the vehicle. He hit me again while we were in the vehicle. We drove off, went to the station, and he starts to get on hysterical in the station. Strip off his clothes. It was crazy. I made my report. I still have the report in my wallet. And he's still trying to get back with me. But at the end of the day, anybody who knows me, and I've told him before, the day you hit me, it's the last day me and you will even thing. So all I've been telling him is, all I want is the money that you owe my father. And yeah. So now we're in 2019. I gave you that story. Well, that was in April 2019 that happened. Now we're beyond that. And like I said before, when you get rid of negative the positive comes in, and a lot of positivity has been happening. I do not post as I used to post to before. I think Facebook is the devil. I'm being straight, I'm saying it as it is. I believe Facebook is the devil. I am no longer on Facebook. I've been off of Facebook since 2016. We're now in 2018, so 2016. So 3 years I've been off of Facebook, and I don't intend to go back. Yeah, I have no intention of going back on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I tell people straightforward, if you don't have my number or you don't have me on Instagram, there's no way in hell you'll know anything about me. During this time, I got pulled aside by about 3 people telling me that this man has been bad talking me, saying that I horning him, saying that I this, saying that I that and the other. At the end of the me and you done since last year. We have been separated since June of last year. Yes, I spoke to you, but it was more like, hey, you're on shit. Get it together. Right? It was never, and the most I did was invite you to see to a performance that I had, and you screw that up too. Right? And you get this assumption that I was horning with somebody. Even send me a picture of somebody you assume I was horning you with. No. I did have a couple relationships prior to that, which failed because of the fact that the person that I was dating at the time broke up with me because he knew you, and people told him that you were stalking me. Mind you, you were stalking me because you end up in front of my house a couple of times. Well, and then when I threatened you and I told you, yo, my father in one day in front of my house, is when it stopped. I'm saying that, like, you know what, I'm telling you all, I'm saying what I have to say, because a lot of, at the end of the day, people don't know what really happened. He's just seeing people pulling them up and saying all kind of nonsense to these people. At the end of the day, you never know when you are domestically abused mentally until you probably leave and you realize, wait a minute, that is what is happening to me. That is what is going on. You never know. And that's the unfortunate part of it. So, with that said, we go into the positive side of it. I've been singing every weekend. I'm not telling you where I have been singing, but I have been singing every weekend. I'm not sure you all saw my vlogs on Instagram where I attended Decibel. They had something called Talent Factory, which I won. And I won the opportunity to meet with the execs of Question Mark Entertainment. If you're into the local entertainment scene, you'll know that Question Mark Entertainment, they manage Kesteban, Alison Hines, and a lot of other acts. I'm being given that opportunity. Again, when I was with him, I wasn't getting anything. And when I was with him, my name was being called with everything. Called with a lot of things. And I realized late that my relationship with my husband was very toxic. And with that said, I'm going to thank everyone for the support. I'm going to thank everyone that literally were in my ears and telling me, Janine, something does not feel right. I'm going to thank everyone that even though we stopped talking, you still started to talk. You still spoke to me and say, Janine, this is going to end up a way where you're going to regret it. And honestly, I don't regret anything. It just made me stronger and made me learn that not everything is not what it seems. And with that said, health update. My health has deteriorated drastically and dramatically, but the only thing that keeping me going right now is being able to perform, going to my rehearsals and whatnot. But I'm making it. Yes, I do have sickle cell. Yes, I do have lupus. This weekend I play real fast because I wanted to see the strength of my hair. Unfortunately, my hair not as strong as I thought it was. And I'm not sure if you know, my hair was white, so I had white hair. And I said, my hair getting thick again, fed up of combing. I decided to put a texturizer in my head. And that was it. It started to crumble as I realized this is just the remaining of my hair. So my hair started to crumble. No choice. And the funny thing is, I was able to pull it out. So I know definitely my hair is not going to be the way that I would love for it to be. So guess what, bitches? Wigs like I know myself. So yeah, so again, people, thank you for your support. Look out. Oh, well, I'm lying. No. Actually, I had like I said in the beginning, I had a flare up this morning. And it was one of those flare ups where I just didn't want to do nothing. I'm supposed to have an appointment later. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, but I'm going to try. So yes, guys. So thank you again. And I hope you all get what has been going on. I just needed people to know the truth. A lot of people say I don't need to explain myself, but it's better that way because I've been straight. Like I said, I even spoke to him. I am fed up of people coming to me and telling me a lot of lies that you have spread, saying that I horn you, who I would this, I would that. People know it. I ain't horn nobody. I no time to horn nobody. And to be quite honest, if I was horning, the whole world wouldn't know because I would be publicly with whoever man I with. And when I was even in a relationship previous to him, nobody knew. Nobody knew. I only recently posted something a couple months ago. And that relationship done too. Because of the said individual. But anyway, people, thank you again. Look out for my videos. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Lots of content. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on Friday yet, but look out for it. I probably will end up having a beat face by then. So we will see. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a good day.